Hello guys, welcome back to the Beastie Room. This is all a bit of a rush. I was in the room doing a few little bits, tinkering around, doing what have you, and I looked down into our Singapore blue enclosure, and she has been on an egg sac for the past 35 more days, maybe even more. And I noticed she'd opened up the entrance to her burrow. So I figured either the sac had hatched, or maybe she was on the move for some reason, or maybe she was going to eat it or whatever. So anyway, I had a little look in there and I could just see the egg sac, and then I thought maybe she's thirsty. So we sprayed some water, which I got a bit of footage on my phone of her getting some water.
As you can see there, the water is actually drawing her out, and you can see by the way she's moving, she is very, very dehydrated. So we're spraying water down basically to try and soak the substrate in front of her, and then she will suck it up out of the substrate. It doesn't matter if they get wet, it's not going to affect her. As long as she's getting that hydration, that's the most important part. And as you can see now, she is literally just sitting there sucking it up.
Well, I took this opportunity to take that egg sac away from her, and I got it now. Well, now I've got the help of camera lady. She is on site, and we are going to now take a look at this female, have a look at her, and we'll have a little talk about what she's doing. Now you can see she is down there, and you can see there that I've sprayed water all down there, and she was very, very thirsty. Now this is quite common with our female spiders when they're on egg sacs, because you imagine that they're not actually drinking or feeding while they're on the egg sacs. So we can zoom in and have a real good close look at her. Beautiful, beautiful spider, but look at her abdomen. You see her abdomen on the back there, very, very small. Now this is a tiny, tiny abdomen, so she is undernourished at the moment. Now one of the reasons that she is undernourished like this is because this is a second clutch from this female from one pairing. We didn't expect her to double clutch, and it's not that common that they double clutch, but she has done it. Now one of the things that we can think of that they're double clutching like that is the fact that they were in good nutritional order to start with. And hopefully that sac is going to be full of viable babies. That is the hope. But as you can see there, she is in real need of some hydration, and she's in real need of some food. Now we can try and feed her. You can keep looking at her there. I will get a roach, and we will see if we can't. Might be able to tempt her into taking a bit of food. She may well be hungry. She's definitely thirsty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down below, and then we'll try. She might just be more thirsty rather than hungry. Oh, there she goes. She's taking it. She's taking it. You can see that. You might be able to go down there, get round on the angle. And you can see there, she's very hungry, very, very thirsty. Now it won't take long to get this female back up to scratch, but it's been a real surprise to actually get a double clutch. Now they have been known to do it in the past, but it's not very, very, very often. We've never had one double clutch here. We quite often get our Samopayas, our Aminias, they double clutch. Our Cambridgei do the same, and also our Poulter. Our Poulter has actually in fact double clutched, and we have let that egg sac hatch inside the enclosure. So that's a really, really cool thing. Now what we're going to do now, We can, I haven't got a nursery pot made up or anything. How terrible is that? This has really caught us on the hop, as it were. So we wasn't actually expecting to do this, hence my rough attire, you see. I was getting ready for bed. Right, let's have a look at this sack and let's see if all the excitement has been worthwhile. You remember when we paired the Singapore Blue, what an amazing pairing it was. They're very acrobatic and they really do get a move on. Oh my Gordon Bennett, look at these. Yes, look at that. We have a viable sack. Look at the size of those. They are monsters. Look at that. They are huge. Massive beasts. Isn't that wonderful? A double clutch, and what a massive sack for a double clutch. That is incredible. Right, I'm going to leave you guys to look at her for a moment while I quickly go and get some water for our sling pot, for our nursery pot. We can get this on the go. Here we are in the kitchen. I'm going to get a bit of warm water. There we go. Right. There's our nursery pot. And see, this is one of the nice things, is when we're set up like we are here now, we got everything pretty much to hand, so it doesn't take long to get organised and we can get ourselves sorted out real quick. So what we've done is we've put some lukewarm water in the bottom of our pot, and that's it. Simples. Right then, let's tip this lovely little lot into here. Look at those. Aren't they just wonderful? Right, here we go. Absolutely a bonus clutch. So what we do is we just pour them all out. Wow, look at those. They are huge. Absolutely huge. Really well developed. This is a beautiful sack. Make sure we don't lose any. And then we've got a couple on the bench. What we can do is we can just pick these up nice and gently. They are massive. Really big. Just dip them in there. Look at that. What we do now is we'll open them up a little bit. This looks like a really good sack. There's one dud egg there. What a beautiful thing. Look at them. Monstrous things, aren't they? So what we will do now is we will literally go through this pot now, and as you can see there's a lot of what you can see. Mind the heater, my love. I thought we'd got past this. It's not happened for a long time. Be careful. Right, as we were saying, there's lots of sling malts inside there, and there's also the dark yellow crusty looking bits. They're the actual shell of the egg. So we're going to clear all of them out, clean them up a little bit. Looks like there's one dud egg in there, and then we'll get a count on them and we'll put it up in the video. Right at this point now, look at the bottom of the screen, it's there. We'll put it up, we'll get the number up there, and we'll see how many we got. But that, for a double clutch, is absolutely fantastic. Now, when we look at our spiders, not all our spiders are capable of double clutching. We call it double clutching. Some spiders can actually have 3 clutches, 4 clutches. If we look at many of the true spiders, they're all capable of doing multiple sacs on one pairing. If we look at things like our own native false widow, they can have anything 5, 7 egg sacs off of one mating. So they're very, very prolific. But when it comes to tarantulas, they're not so prolific. So like we were saying before, the Samopaeus genus, they're rather pronounced for dropping multiple sacs. And the Chilobrachys, they are capable of doing it. But they don't all do it, and they don't do it particularly regularly either. So this is the first time we've had a double clutch from a Singapore Blue. And it's an amazing clutch. It's absolutely fantastic. So it sort of shows that the health of our spider was really, really good, that we're actually getting these double clutches. It's an amazing thing. And it's a real tick in the box for us when we look at our husbandry and what we're doing and how we're looking after our spiders. Our spiders are in tip-top form to be able to do this, but you can see what it's took out of that spider. You can see the condition of her now. So it's really, really important now that we get her hydrated and we get her, she's actually coming out for a wander. We can have another little look at her. Really important that we get her hydrated and we get her fed. There you go, she's carrying that roach. You can see how calm she is as well. You know, these spiders have a fearsome reputation for being really, really aggressive and really fast. And you can see there that we have literally just taken her egg sac away. We've just fed her, given her water, and she is as calm as you like. She's like a puppy in there. Look at that. She is a beautiful, beautiful, well-mannered spider. And it won't take us long. Now, because of her condition and the fact that she's lost so much condition, we will feed her now. As you can see, she's got that roach. We'll let her feed on that tonight, and then tomorrow we will feed her again. And then we will do this each night for a couple of nights running, and that will bulk her up and get the nutrients into her that we require. And then we can slowly but surely, we can give her some larger meals. So we can go for some sort of like, you know, quarter grown to half grown hissing roaches, which are a nice big fat meal. And this will give an awful lot of goodness back into our spider. So we can do this over the next week or two. We can slowly build her up again. As you can see now, look, she's coming out to say hello. Look at that. She is beautiful. And we get a little bit of light on her maybe, where we can see some of that blue. You can see that small abdomen now. It's really sort of apparent now. You see, even the light's not particularly bothering her. Here she go, look, she's come to show us her bum. See how small it is, look at that. Tiny, tiny abdomen.
Wow.
This is something that you really don't want to be seeing.
Now this is how she looked just prior to pairing, and you can see that lovely full abdomen. This is what your spiders should look like. A massive, massive contrasting difference. So this is what we need to get back to.
So it's very, very important that we get that food back into her now. And we will soon have her back up. You see that, how shrunken and deflated it looks? This is mainly due to dehydration. So by now having a drink and also having that meal, this will all bring that
Look over the next week, yeah.
Yeah, that
Follow her.
will bring that. Mind that heater, my love. Can't believe you've done it twice.
It's my bedtime.
Right. Sorry about this, guys. Now, yes, so what we will do now is we will concentrate on building her up. It's not the end of the world. There's no need to panic. We just need to approach it in the right manner, and we will get her back where we need her to be. And then what we can do then is later on, a couple of weeks time, maybe a month's time, we will try and get some footage of her out and about, and we can see the difference in her and how much she's progressed from what you've seen today, because she is in quite a sorry state today. But she's done a perfect job. I can't wait to count these and see what we've got. I am super excited about that. That's a really marvellous achievement there. Really pleased. Right then, well, I think it's time for our bedtime. As you can see, camera lady is falling all over the place. I promise you she's not been drinking. And well, don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. And I will see you soon, guys. Good night.